Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. So we meet again with your interactive activity manager. Basically, this is a video where I will gonna explain about activity that we are conduct during our campaign and also during our pragmatic day. So basically, two main activity we are actually conduct through the online and also through the physically. For online activity, basically we are more focusing on our IG, which is their Kayanis. So we are doing the pop quiz and also the posting quiz on our feed. Basically, the pop quiz we are using the Instagram story and utilize that features to make it more interesting to our followers. And also, we are actually doing the posting quiz on Instagram feed, so our followers can giving their own opinion and own answer by using the comment sections. So the purpose why we are using this Instagram and doing this quiz is actually about to ensure that our Instagram followers will look out for our posting before they are attempt to answering the quiz, because all the answer are contained in our posting. So that this activity for online basically is all about quiz. But how about the physical activities during the permitted day? So basically, we are doing four booths. So for the main booth, we are having information sessions. And the second booth, we have a word search. And the third one, we have a true loops. Okay. And the last one is we call as a quizzes. So basically, we have a four booth overall. So we are actually assigned a few team members to be there. So for the first booth, which is the main booth, I assigned Afiq Daniel and also Isaac Azri to be panel there. So the purpose for this booth is actually a visitor will have a brief explanation about Kayan culture. Additionally, visitors have opportunity to grab the information for the next booth answer, especially at last booth. Through this booth, also, visitors get exposure about our indigenous culture, which is the Kayanians. So for the next one, we have a second booth, which is the word search. For the word search booth, I assign myself to be there. So the purpose why we are having the word search, visitors have to find out a few words in word search handout to be familiar, and they have to find out a few keywords that related to our Kayan tribes and also the culture. Indirectly, the visitors will familiar with the some keywords stated in handout, and they will memorize a few keywords that related to our culture. We are going for the third booth. Basically, this booth is the most interesting booth because it's called as a through the loops. And I assign Mikael Muiz and also Faharam Zamni to be there. So the purpose of this booth is visitors will be entertained with the most enjoyable and fun games. These games allow us to put their comprehension of our representative culture to be tested. So for every loops that gets into the body of the portal, they have count how old the Kayanis are based on the loops. Basically, the loops is actually indicate of the brass core. So every time the loops get into the body of the bottle, they have to count how old are they actually. Finally, we are going for the last booth, which is the fourth booth. We are called as the quizzes booth. So the purpose why we are having this booth, the visitors have to answering 11 questions before they leaving the touring the booth to summarize all the information they gain from our booth. So this quiz allow us to check how well they grasp the Kayan culture itself. Moving forward for the challenges that I face as interactive activity manager, basically we have the challenge with the budget. So we have to limit the budget for the activities and rely on online platforms. So we don't have to print out a lot of handouts. Instead of that, we are actually using the quizzes platform to be test the visitors if they are actually understand or not about our culture. And the second one, we also have to minimize space because we are sharing with another group. So we must decide what the activity should be conducted based on the space provided. And the last one, we have some difficulties dealing with a large of crowds at once due to space constraints.